Hello all, this is Sonu Agrawal Todi and we are doing practice questions of teaching aptitude. These are previous year's questions we have brought here and before this हमने 9 parts और कर चुके हैं practice questions के ये 10वां part है and this is for the NTA and ETGRF students paper 1 का. And one more thing I'd like to add up here is that Dive to Learn app is in Play Stores now, and please go and download Dive to Learn app from there. And our WhatsApp number is in the description, so if you have any queries, you all can WhatsApp us. Okay. So let us start. This is the 10th part, and each part of our question, there's a practice question, previous year's question includes 15 questions. So we have already completed 140 questions. This is the 141 question. Okay. Value education stands for, what does value education stands for? Making a student healthy, making a student to get a job, inculcation of virtues, all around development of personalities. So what do you think value education stands for? Yes, it is C, inculcations of virtues, or is the correct answer. When a normal student behaves in an erratic manner in the class, you would pull up the student then and there, talk to the student after the class, ask the student to leave the class, ignore the student. Sorry. So what will you do if a student misbehaves or is in a very naughty mood? What will you do to that student? What will be the right option? The right option will talk to the student after the class. Okay. Next, see this question we have taken from June 2008. Okay, ये जून 2008 में आया था, इसलिए हम लोगों ने इसे यहाँ include किया है. The teacher has been glorified by the phrase friend, philosopher, and guide because he has to play all vital roles in the context of society. He transmits the high value of humanity to students. He is great reformer of a society. He is a great patriot. तो आपको क्या लगता है क्यों ये कहा गया है कि टीचर इज अ फ्रेंड फिलोसोफर एंड गाइड? क्यों कहा गया है? Yes, the correct option will be number 2, that is he transmits high value of humanity to the students because वो टीचर ही है जो बच्चों में good quality high value of humanity डालते हैं या उनको समझाते हैं. The most important cause of failure for teacher lies in the area of, see, failure of teacher भी होता है. We just pass our exams and become a teacher, but it's not that we will be successful. Fail भी हो जाते हैं अपने area में. Why? What is the reason? Interpersonal relationship, lack of command over the knowledge of the subject, verbal ability, strict handling of the student. So which one do you think is the reason for failure of the students, of the teachers? That is lack of command over the knowledge of the subject. अगर आपका subject के ऊपर आपका command नहीं है, आपका knowledge नहीं है, then you will be a failure teacher. Okay, you won't succeed in your career. Next is a teacher can establish a rapport with his students by, now how can a teacher rapport establish कर सकते, develop कर सकते? Becoming a figure of authority, impressing students with knowledge and skill, playing the role of a guide, becoming a friend to the student. So which one do you think? किससे students और teacher के बीच में एक अच्छा connection बन सकता है? By impressing the students with the knowledge and skill you have. Okay. Education is a powerful instrument of social transformation, personal transformation, cultural transformation, all the above. So what do you think? Education कितना इतना powerful instrument है? किस चीज के लिए powerful है? What is the correct option? जी हाँ, ऑल ऑफ दी अबव. सोशल ट्रांसफॉर्म भी कराता है, पर्सनल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन भी लाता है, कल्चरल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन भी लाता है, इसीलिए इट इज ऑल दी अबव. वेरी गुड. अ टीचर्स मेजर कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन, a teacher's major contribution towards the maximum self-realization of students is affected through constant fulfillment of students' needs, strict control of classroom activities, sensitive to students' needs, goals, and purposes, strict reinforcement of academic standards. So, major contribution towards maximum self-realization of student is affected through टीचर्स का मेजर कंट्रीब्यूशन क्या होता है उस समय? What do you think is the correct answer? C, that is 3 number, sensitivity to students' needs, goals, and purposes. Again, there is a question we have taken from December 2007. The question is verbal guidance is least effective in the learning of aptitudes, skills, attitudes and relationship. So verbal guidance किस चीज में बहुत कम जरूरत पड़ती है? इन सारे ऑप्शंस में कौन से करेक्ट वाले हैं? सो द वर्बल हमें बोलकर कुछ भी नहीं करना, हमें करके सीखना होता है, वो है स्किल्स में. दैट वाइज वर्बल गाइडेंस इज नॉट नीडेड, वेरी बहुत कम यूटिलाइज होता है, नीड होता है. Next question is, which is the most important aspect of the teacher's role in learning? The development of insight into what constitutes an adequate performance, the development of insight into what constitutes the pitfalls and dangers to be avoided, the provisions of encouragement and moral support, the provision of continuous diagnostic and remedial help. So which one is the correct answer? कौन सा है वो important aspect है teachers role in learning? Which is the most important aspect? The number one option, that is the development of insight into what constitutes an adequate performance. Okay, the most appropriate purpose of learning is, now what is the most appropriate purpose? What is the most appropriate purpose of learning? Okay, personal adjustment, modification of behavior, social and political awareness, preparing oneself for employment. So what do you think most appropriate purpose of learning is? Learning a most appropriate purpose is modification of behavior. Okay. Next, the students who keep on asking question in the class should be encouraged to find answers independently, advised to meet the teacher after the class, encouraged to continue questioning, advised not to disturb during the lecture. तो जो बच्चे क्लासरूम में बहुत ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन पूछते रहते हैं, उन लोगों को हमें क्या बोलना चाहिए कि भाई चुप रहो, तुम ज़्यादा बोल रहे हो, या मुझे क्लास के बाहर आके मिलो. What should we do? No, we should encourage them, right? We should encourage them to find the answers immediately. आप ढूंढो आंसर, अगर आपको नहीं मिलता तो मैं हूं, मैं बताऊंगी आपको आंसर्स, है ना? The maximum participation of students is possible in teaching through. Okay, the maximum participation of students is possible in teaching through. ज्यादा से ज्यादा बच्चों के पार्टिसिपेशन टीचिंग के दौरान आप कब करवा सकते हो? डिस्कशन मेथड, लेक्चर मेथड, ऑडियो विजुअल एड्स और टेक्स्ट बुक मेथड. दिस इज सच एन ऑब्वियस आंसर. जब सारे के सारे बच्चे डिस्कस कर रहे होंगे तभी तो सारे बच्चे इन्वॉल्व होंगे इस डिस्कशन मेथड में, एंड ज्यादा से ज्यादा पार्टिसिपेशन होगा बच्चों का, राइट? Next question, use of radio for higher education is based on the presumption of enriching curriculum-based instruction, replacing teacher in the long run, everybody having access to a radio set, other means of instruction getting outdated. So आपको क्या लगता है रेडियो का यूज हायर एजुकेशन का एजुकेशन में करने का बेसिक क्या है, प्रिसम्पशन क्या है, क्या होना चाहिए? Why are they using this? Yeah, that is a very obvious answer. Everybody has access to a radio set because सबके पास रेडियो तो होता ही होता है, तो वो रेडियो में सुन सकते हैं. इसीलिए हायर एजुकेशन का रेडियो से माध्यम से प्रचार प्रसार करना या उन्हें बढ़ाना आज का प्रिजम किया जाता है. Again, this question is taken from December 2006. Which of the following is not instructional material? Overhead projector, audio cassettes, printed material, transparency. So which one do you think instructional material nahi hai? Not. Okay, here they have given this not is not an instructional material. इनमें से कौन सा instructional material नहीं है? इनमें से instructional material, yes, right, that is it. Yes, it is number D, transparency. Okay, which of the following statement is not correct? Okay, from these statements, which one do you think is not correct? Let us find out. Lecture method can develop reasoning. Lecture method can develop knowledge. Lecture method is one-way process. During lecture method, students are passive. So which one do you think is not correct? Okay, they are asking us about which statement is not correct. Yes, it is number one because the lecture method do not develop our reasoning skill. We are just listening to the lecture, isn't it? Thank you this much for today. And yes, please download Dive to Learn app from Play Stores. And if you have any queries, please WhatsApp us. The number is in description. Thank you once again.